It's time now for A14, your health check, brought to you by Gloria Gates Care. We have Amanda, Courtney, and Missy joining us from Gloria Gates. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Of course, yeah, we are getting ready for the new year and starting off with some positivity and, of course, what everybody's thinking in January is those New Year's resolutions. And everyone sort of says, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But a big thing is kind of being realistic with those goals and those expectations. And so with that in mind, what are some ways that people can kind of do that to start the new year?
Well, I think it's important to, you want to go into the new year, you want to have these goals, you want to make a lot of changes, you kind of go like real hard in the beginning, and then, you know, that can set you up for failure. We don't want to have a ton of expectations on ourselves. Definitely want to make sure that we're taking things, you know, as we can, being realistic about the goals that we want to have, you know, just different ways to break those down.
Yeah, it's definitely, you know, you don't want to go all out right off the bat because then you're going to get burned out, right? It's all about, you know, moderation and that consistency, but you also do kind of want to train your brain to, you know, be able to face these challenges that you want to set. And then, so, I mean, so what are some tips, advice that people can do to kind of set their mind, you know, up for success with that?
Yeah, I would say with this, so much of what we do is behavioral. Different things that we end up doing on a routine, regular basis become almost habitual for us. So it's coming back to, again, setting these goals for us.
Yeah, I think the idea too, when we talk about New Year's resolutions, resolution seems like such a pressured word. It's like you know, I think the definition is like you want to make like a very strict, firm change, and maybe changing that mindset up a little bit of, instead of this big change that we have so much pressure to meet, creating some type of theme, you know, whether it be I have a theme of healthy living this year or something along those lines, and that can kind of broaden your range of, I can make these changes, but it doesn't have to be so strict in just one category.
Right, you don't have to set strict goals like, okay, I'm going to do exactly this and that and the third. Okay, no, I'm just going to have a healthier lifestyle. I'm going to, you know, do all these things. But so, you know, a lot of times people sort of set these resolutions when they're, you know, maybe at their holiday gatherings and things like that. Okay, I'm going to do this and that. And then they don't always come to fruition. But what are, I guess, some ways that people can really, you know, if they set their mind to something, they're going to go out and do that and keep to it?
Absolutely. I think you need a good support system for that, especially when we talk about making any type of lifestyle change. And I think our team at Gloria Gates Care is probably one of the best ways to kind of start some of these themes of change within our practice. So we have our social workers, we have our therapists, we also have our registered dietitians, and our pharmacist is on staff too. So if we want to talk about any types of medications or how that may interact, or maybe they haven't been working for you, but I think it's a really great goal to, you know, set that time and make your health your priority.
Yeah, absolutely. And Missy, we were talking about some of our other segments, you know, a lot of those symptoms of, you know, okay, maybe I need to seek help for, you know, some of my, you know, for some mental health concerns, they come up after the holidays in January. So this is really when people might need to reach out to your team.
Oh, absolutely. I think that any time is a good time to reach out and ask for some help, because we're always here. Like we will always, you know, have those conversations with you. And really, it is about goal setting for our members, and really for everyone. It won't be for us to plan out what to do or to help, you know, to help the individual. We really want to make that back on our member to really start planning for some really good, solid changes.
Yeah, I think we help provide those tools to our patients, and, you know, going back to what everybody said, the themes, it helps you give that grace. You don't have to be perfect. Small steps at a time.
Sure.
Yep. Yeah, and it's always also, you know, because a lot of people will say, okay, I'm going to set these goals for January, and then it's, oh, the calendar turns to February, and it's, oh, go back to your old habit. But that's another thing, right? It's like, okay, you don't only want to do this the first month of the year. You want to make this a thing that you're going to keep doing for, you know, the next year and the next 5 years, whatever.
Yeah. So no, really great, you know, truthful, honest thing about that is we've probably spent years, you know, building ourselves to how we are right now. So for us to believe that we're going to change that in a short term, or a short time period really isn't the most realistic. And that does set us up for failure with that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about that longevity and consistency and sticking with it, and that is what the behavioral health team can help you with over at Gloria Gates Care. And it's personalized, individualized, and all-inclusive care over at Gloria Gates. And we have information on your screen. If you're interested, you can give them a call or visit their website, gloriagatescare.com. Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.